Good morning and welcome to another week of Pulp Picks. My name is Patrick.
I'm Fritz.
And I'm Sarah.
And we have narrowed down yet again the top comics that we enjoyed reading this week. Not that we didn't enjoy everything, because everything that I read was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Sarah, did you enjoy everything that you read, Fritz? Yeah. So you will see we are back to full strength. This is our new full strength with Fritz, our assistant manager, and Sarah, our inventory coordinator. And why don't you take it away, Fritz? What did you read that you really liked this week?
My pick is Monica Rambeau, Photon issue 1. Surprisingly, considering her history, the first solo series she's ever had.
That's bizarre.
Which, it's insane. For those who don't know, because she was out of the limelight for a while, and if you've only seen the shows and movies and that, Monica for a while there was a big part of the Avengers. She was chairwoman for a while, and then they just kind of wrote her out because the new writer didn't feel like trying to figure out her powers. Is my understanding of it. But over the last 10, 15 years, she's been coming back full strength. She's been in a bunch of really good titles, and now finally getting to show why she should get her own title here. It's a real good character introduction. You get to see her strengths, her concerns about herself as a hero. What do you do when you start at the highest highs, and then where do you go from there? And it's just really interesting trying to see her navigate, what's her relationship to, other superheroes in life. What does she want out of being a superhero at this point now that she's done the leader, she's done the follower, she's basically been everything in between. But it's real cool. You get some nice demonstrations of her powers. She controls light. She can, zip zap around. She can blast stuff. She can, absorb energy. It's, that's the thing, there's limitless potential with what you can do with her. So I'm super excited to see, where they go from here with it. It looks like there's going to be some maybe, time travel shenanigans, some, interdimensional stuff. But all around, really strong start. Really curious to see where they go from here. But over to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Fritz. So this week I picked Danger Street, number 1. Which is very interesting. It has Fritz and I were talking about it a little bit ago, but there's a lot of stuff going on. Tom King's got a lot of reflective stuff in terms of I'm gonna forget their names now. But you've got the Creeper. Sorry, what Metamorpho is part of.
Oh yeah, there's there's the team up with
the Outsiders. That's what I was looking for. Sorry. So you've got the Outsiders, and for some reason they've got Dr. Fate's helmet, and you're not really sure.
That thing's just getting passed around easy right now.
You're not really sure why they have it right away.
What is it? An air tag on that thing.
And it's kind of set up it's almost like Dr. Fate's helmet is telling this story.
Yeah.
So it's very intriguing. It's interesting. You've got a story with Lady Cop going on, and it seems to be parallel to the story that's going on with the outsider individuals. And then you've got the Creeper. It's kind of this thrown a lot of stuff together, but it's really interesting.
Yeah,
honestly,
because you really want to see how, because you're seeing how
fit.
Some of it's meshing together, but you want to see but then there's parts where it's I don't know how this is supposed to fit together. So I'm really curious to see how it does.
Where it goes from here. So I wasn't really sure how to feel about it initially, but the more Fritz and I talked about it, I was I would definitely go back and read it again just to see the pieces I missed. And like Fritz said, I'm really intrigued to see where are all of these varying stories going to start lining up together.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't read that one, but now I'm curious too.
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was at all. It was not on my radar.
And there's a lot of kind of deeper cut characters in there. Yeah. A lot of them are from the old DC first issue specials from the 70s.
Yeah.
So Not characters you get to see too often.
No.
I was saying I don't think Atlas has really shown up in anything in a decade. So
well, and I think that's something that DC's got a lot of potential to be able to start exploring. They just do not get as deep in their stable as Marvel frequently does. So, speaking of going back to the stable for Marvel,
ooh, that's a good segue.
Right, not too shabby. I picked Origins of Marvel Comics this week. And this is reprints of Fantastic Four #1, Amazing Fantasy 15, X-Men #1, and Avengers #1. And I've been tempted on a number of weeks to pick different facsimile books because I really like them. And I don't think that they're getting quite enough attention from our customer base. I know that we've got a handful of people who are picking them up. There's a couple different things here. One, it's really good to be able to have accessible copies of these classic stories so that you can go back and get some of the background stories because Marvel in particular references especially the origins and the older classic stories a lot in their new stuff. That continuity is still going. There's a few blips in the road, but this is essentially these are the same origins that happened to the characters that are now having their Amazing Spider-Man right now. It's the same Peter Parker as shows up in this one. So that's one reason. Another reason is this is just a great way for anybody who's collecting series to be able to get books that there's just no way you're never going to be able to afford Amazing Fantasy 15.
Unless you've got a couple $100,000 lying around.
And then, it's going to be a ratty copy too, So it's a great way to be able to, for collectors to be able to get something that's reasonable. And they do have a tendency to appreciate in value. And while I don't typically recommend that people try to do that, per se with their comic book purchasing, it is a pretty safe investment of a few, you're paying $4 or $5 for a facsimile copy that, ones that came out 10 years ago are going for $20 pretty easily right now. So I pick up every single facsimile. And while this isn't a facsimile, this is an anthology of reprints of 4 different books. It's a really fun way to go. So I highly recommend it. I did read Photon this week. I thought that Eve Ewing did a really nice job with it. I'm very curious to see where they're going. And they are definitely hearkening back to that classic Avengers, her in the hospital room cover thing. So we're going to get some information on that. And then Iron Man #1 was pretty good this week. We'll see where Jerry Dugan takes it. I still really beat up that Christopher Cantwell's not on that book anymore. That was just such a great run. But yeah, it was a good week all around. I mean, definitely not the volume that we had a week ago, but that was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't here to help us try to narrow that down, but God, it was a stupid number of books last week. It was crazy. But we are glad that you're back this week.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, fantastic. And we'll see you back again here at the store at 11 o'clock to pick up your books. Let us know what you liked. Give us your comments. And then also follow us, like, subscribe, all the things, the YouTube, the Facebook and Instagram. Check out our website. You can make sure that you don't miss any issues by going through the app and the website. And we'll be back again next week to do this all the same. But we'll be here every day this week in person to see you when you make your purchases. So thanks for joining us and have a great week. All right.
Walter Cronkite.
Oh my God.